Intellectual Froglegs is filmed before a live studio audience.
That's a lie. Why do you guys say I'm being too hard on Janet Napolitano? Well, obviously y'all didn't see the episode of Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom when she clamped the transmitter onto the rhino's genitalia. Turns out it wasn't a rhino at all. It was John McCain. And it wasn't genitalia. It was Lindsey Graham. Welcome to Intellectual Froglegs. Welcome to when things that would never happen in America start happening in America. This is crazy, man. You know, the only thing more disgusting than these radical left-wing race pimps with their media flamethrowers is the conservatives in the media that dive right in the middle of this politically orchestrated racial bonfire. You know, as conservatives, we need to be calling them out instead of getting in there and debating their talking points. Good gracious! Where you're giving them validity. You know, here we are, playing by their rules again, fighting the same battles again. You know, there's an old saying, if you ain't the lead dog, the view don't change. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of looking at liberal ass. Most conservatives in the media, they're not serious about wanting to save the country. We're conservative when it's convenient, but I gotta watch my shows. To them, it's just business as usual. You know, they're trying to figure out, what can we do this week to generate ad revenue? Instead of, what can we do to save our damn country, to save our kids? Our house is burning down, and our conservative media dancing with the arsonists. But we gotta call these radicals out. Gotta stand up to them. Because this Zimmerman crap, you talk about a witch hunt, but this is as much about race as Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson are real reverends. Now look what they're doing. They've got this illiterate girl from the hood. Bless her heart. You know, I feel sorry for her. She's a product of a system that has gone horribly wrong.
Can you read any of the words on it?
I don't understand. Cursive. I don't read cursive.
But rather than help this child to learn to read and maybe help her have a better life, they use her for a prop. A political prop. They slap some makeup on her with a little new hairdo and they're passing her around the talk show circuit. And you got these news channels anointing her as the official representative of black English. And the illiterate person. How is this in itself not racist? Can you imagine if a conservative or a Christian or a Republican referred to an illiterate person as an official representative of black English? It's so sad because And if these left-wing political hacks actually wanted to help the plight of the black people, they wouldn't ignore the 47 dead school kids gunned down this year alone in Chicago. Already. We're just halfway through the year. 47. Most of them black. Because you know why? Sadly, it doesn't promote their political agenda. That's how soulless and despicable these people are. They play on emotions. That's what they do. You know, the Zimmerman case was immediately seen and pounced on as a political opportunity by Obama's radical administration.
You know, if I had a son, he'd look like Trayvon.
Presidents don't comment on cases that are headed to trial. Presidents are supposed to be above the fray. They're supposed to have class. They're supposed to come out and instill faith in the people, make the people feel better, make them think that the right thing is going to happen.
Self-defense is not only our right, it is our duty.
But Obama is a Marxist. He came out and intentionally poured gas on an already blazing racial bonfire. But Obama thinks his powers have no bounds. I have no boundaries. I'm the king of the world. Remember, he did the same crap when his friend, that obnoxious Harvard professor, was arrested. He went in there butting his federal nose into their local business.
The Cambridge police acted stupidly.
But the rules don't apply to them. The rules only apply to us peasants and peons. And then after that, Obama comes out saying, oh, we need to honor Trayvon by passing gun legislation. Anybody not see that coming? Show of hands.
Happiness is a warm gun. Happiness is a warm gun, mama. When I hold you in my arms.
Despite the fact that for decades and decades, major U.S. cities have implemented more and more of the radical left-wing agenda, they cannot point to one success story. You know, and if they were intellectually honest, they'd say, look, we've done all this in Chicago. Let's go look at Chicago. But they can't use Chicago, despite being the poster city for gun control, with some of the strictest gun laws in the country. Democrat heaven. 47 dead school kids in the first half of this year alone. You know, and you remember the tragedy at Sandy Hook Elementary? Sandy Hook style shootings are not uncommon in Chicago. These liberal hypocrites don't give a crap about the blacks or any minority. They don't even give a damn about robbing their own children. Well, we're at 17 trillion now. But you know what? In the meantime, you got all these kids dying and getting killed, and these liberals are too busy hyping a manufactured case that should have never gone to trial in the first place. And another reason they can't use Chicago as an example is it would force them to have to deal with the issue of black on black crime. And see, their problem there is they can't blame that on racism. These people have no honor. No honor. You know, and you know what? And I'd be depressed as hell if it weren't for my faith in God. Thank you. If Obama had a city, it looked like Detroit. Damn right. You know, there you go. Detroit. Another poster child for liberal policies going belly up. Now they've just become the largest city in history to file bankruptcy. And this once great city. And it's been run by Democrats exclusively since 1961. Almost half their streetlights don't work. 2/3 of their ambulances are broken down. Broken down. Ain't that the Motor City? Must be the wrong motor. But you know what? The idea of politicians being allowed to file a bankruptcy in the name of a city or a county or state is insane. It will cause problems for decades and decades to come. But you know what? Since they are allowing it, they should hog-tie these politicians and these elected officials right to these bankruptcies. Hog-tie them. They liquidate them, garnish them. You know, otherwise it's like just giving these politicians somebody else's credit cards. Pull out funds. Call me, we'll raise the limit for you. At least let us grease up. Briefly, I want to talk to you guys that vote Democrat for whatever reason. I know all of you aren't full-blown commies yet. Look at that Forbes list of the most miserable cities, or the Wall Street Journal list of the most dangerous cities. All these cities have embraced the liberal policies that you've been voting for, that the Democrat Party's been pushing. And you want to tell me this is a healthy place to raise a family? You want to raise your kids there? I ain't been this proud of somebody from back home since Uncle LD won second prize in the pig kissing contest. And he'd have won too if he hadn't copped a feel. Well, he was almost disqualified for that. Anyway, please enjoy Marine and former coal miner Jimmy Rose from Pineville, Kentucky, singing a song he wrote, "Coal Keeps the Lights On."
What do you do?
I'm a former coal miner back home in my hometown.
That is a very dangerous job, yeah?
Yes, ma'am, it is. You know, I worked underground, and all my friends and family back home, you know, are coal miners, and I'm going to be singing you an original song called "Coal Keeps the Lights On." It's just kind of my way of getting behind the song, supporting my my hometown.
Well, I can't wait to hear your song. Good
I
luck
hope y'all
to you.
enjoy it.
Go, bud, let's go!
This is a moment.
It is the moment.
He pulls in that old Chevy from a second shift. Mama's still sleeping, kids still crashed out on a couch. He goes in through the back door. He don't want to wake 'em up, so he wipes the coal dust off his face and he hits his knees. He says, "Lord, I want to thank you for everything."
He wrote this.
Yes.
And the strength you give me to make it day by day. Coal keeps the lights on. My hometown keeps the food on the spoon in my youngin's mouth. Ours on a truck and a sundress on my baby girl. Coal keeps the bills paid, the clothes on the backs and the shoes on the feet, in the high school halls of the Mountain Lions and the Bell County Bobcats on the hill. I hope I can say that coal kept my lights on. Oh, oh.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Please stop by the website. Sign up for the show alerts. We don't spam you. And there's links there to hook up with me on Facebook and Twitter. Froglegs are free to watch, but they're not free to make. And now, if you're broke and you can't donate, no worries. We might be cousins. But you know what? You can still share it. All the details for helping us out over at the website. We got some fruit bats that hate the show so much they'd never miss an episode. Just want to say a special hi to you guys. Anyway, please share the show with your friends. Share it with some Democrat voters. Preaching to the choir don't pack the church. We need to get more people talking. We need to get more people passionate, and standing up. And don't forget to keep sending those delightfully misspelled death threats, you commie fruit bats.